Through to the last 32 of the competition.
Yeah, nice start from Jan, nice tight serve, got the flick return from Misal. By the time he'd got back, the ball was already past him. Lovely quick backhand from Jan.
Yeah, followed off his serve well. Again, he looked to follow up with a hard backhand flick, forehand flick from the centre. So clearly, Jan trying to take the ball pretty early. That's a beautiful shot wide. Ooh, just off the end. So Jan, quick player, taking it slightly earlier. And Misal, more rangy kind of player. Running around, getting his forehand in from everywhere that he can. Running around there. So not afraid to leave the wide backhand angle open for Jan to hit into. Almost tempting him. It's a short return from Misal and gets his big forehand in.
Yeah, he's very active with his forehand, isn't he, Colin? As you say, he's very quick, turning around the corner and playing forehands from his backhand side.
Yeah. So, rangy left-hander with great touch and lots of topspin on his forehand. Who does that remind us of? That's, if you've watched in previous years, reminds me quite a bit of Lupulescu, who's not here in this championships, but a previous finalist. So, are we seeing the new Lupulescu? 4-3 to Misal, and serving. Jan, pretty solid.
Yeah, you see, he's much happier on both sides, isn't he, Jan? So he's not having to commit himself by trying to play forehands on the backhand side. He's got a very solid backhand.
Yeah, not a dissimilar game to Hao Mu, who we saw earlier, but at the moment, much more consistent. That's a nice backhand opener. Plays with it just about the right amount of care, but takes the ball early, hits the ball a little bit flatter than some. Does Jan? Thinking hard about what serve to do and what might come back. So he's in with a backhand flick, just clip the top of the net and off.
Yeah, he's seen him use that tactic before. Serves short to the left-hander's backhand and then goes hard and fast wide to the left-hander's forehand. So tries to make him cover a lot of ground to recover from that return of serve.
He does. So not much in it. That's a great forehand attack. Drop shot, backhand attack, forehand attack. Misal chopping away from the table pretty well, but he's not as consistent as Szymanski at that part of the game. And Jan takes another point to stretch his lead.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable away from the table at all there, did he, Misal?
No, he's clearly not a chopper with sponge bat. And both players will know that if they can just win this match, that takes them through for sure. The loser will have to go back on again later and play for survival.
Good running that last one. Really, really quick ground coverage by Jan, but Misal was ready for it.
You can see just in between the rallies, John hitting the ball against the bat and just learning and practicing how much spin he can get with it. Learning exactly how much friction there is on the forehand surface. John's very, very consistent with that loop as well. Not only is it a nice looking shot, but he doesn't miss many. Forced away again, though. Well.
Well, he battled well to stay in that point, didn't he? I thought Jan had done so well because John hit two big shots into Jan's backhand, and he deals with it so well. But John managed to turn it around and take the point.
Great rally. So two top-class players, two world-class players, I'd say, in ping pong. Again, backhand chop. That's not bad chopping.
9-7.
It's very difficult to control that, isn't it, Colin? When someone does do a reasonable drop shot, as you come rushing in, not to overhit it, not to hit it off the end of the table.
Yeah, you've got your whole body weight coming into the ball, and sometimes you've almost got to play a shot that's backwards, that kind of halves the amount of momentum that you're putting in through your body.
9-8.
Yeah, missing his backhand for once there, but disappointed with that. I thought he served it well, got quite a weak return, but just went for slightly too much on the backhand.
Yeah, so 9-8 again.
He seems sticking to that tactic, serving one side short and then going fast and long to the opposite corner.
Using the full diagonal of the other side of the table, move the other person around.
Good return there, got really good depth with that flick, right into the backhand corner of John. So he's going to try and get back into this with quite an early double point. Okay, so if he can take this, it just pulls him right back to only 1 point behind. It's a big gamble, though.
It is. I like it, though. I mean, he'll still be behind, even if he uses his double point baller and wins, but he does, and he's happy with that. So he's going for... Well, he's committing to winning the first game here. Uses double point baller just to get back in the game.
Yeah, it's an interesting tactic, isn't it? Because one way of looking at it now is he's still behind, and he's used his.
Yeah, but demonstrates some confidence in the young man.
There he goes again. I could tell John where that third ball is going. As soon as he serves, yeah, as soon as he serves short to the backhand, the next one's going long to the backhand. Forehand even.
Left-handed forehand, yes. So Jan thinking it through. 2 points up and serving. So short to the backhand, long to the forehand again, just like you say, Tony.
10-13.
And that's the kind of movement pattern that John's not quite so good at. So congratulations to Jan for working out exactly which are the best movement patterns to force John Misal into. That's a beautiful forehand.
It is, but I think that's very dangerous to serve slow, half long, half mid-table, really, straight into the big forehand again.
Yeah, a long serve, but not very long and very fast. So that's a great shot. John's still in it. I thought that was going to be the game to Jan. Acknowledgement there from Jan.
Yeah, battled well. Staying that point there. Good defensive chop on the backhand side.
So game point to Jan. Attacking again. What a great drop shot that was. We were saying about how hard it is to keep the ball down and short, and he did exactly that. Double bouncer. So John just hitting his bat on the end of the table. Nothing he could do about it. First game to Jan.
Yeah, you're right. That's such a difficult...
John preparing for his service at level. Again, happy to get his forehand in no matter what after the serve. But that does leave the forehand so wide open.
Yeah, it gives Jan a real advantage, doesn't it? Look at the gap there that he's got after John's run round. Yeah. Really takes it well, but it does give him that opportunity. Wow, what a backhand.
Well, Jan knows wide of the forehand's the place to play. In fact, in the first point, Jan didn't even have to hit it that wide, because John was so far around the backhand to play his forehand. That's into the middle, really.
And that time, Jan did opt to go around the backhand side of his forehand, but missed. So Misal's still in with a shout, but it's a long way back from here. I feel he's got to change something, because at the moment, Jan looks very dominant.
Yeah, and when he ends up on the backhand, he's away from the table and he's having to chop. He's not going to be the world's best chopping player. So I wonder whether John is going to have to up the ante to increase the pace and to come out with some more backhand topspins. They're again defensive, got lucky. I think we might need to see a bigger backhand topspin from John to stay in this match. Jan's up at the table now. Again, forcing the full nets and edges, everything in that point.
Very fortunate there, John.
All the extremities of the table in use there. Top of the net, edges on the far end of the table. That keeps Keeps John level pegging.
Well, maybe some errors beginning to come from Jan.
So nothing much in it this second game. Both players missing the odd one. I'm just trying to get my head around whether the winner of this game, or indeed if both of them get through the group, which is possible, whether I can envisage them getting a long way in the tournament. I think they'll need to improve to do so, but I do see them gradually playing better.
Yeah, as I said, I'm very impressed with Jan. I think the problem that John's got here is that he's kind of playing with just one half of his game. He's trying to play just forehands, and Jan has got both options available to him.
Yeah. And there's two different things. There's one to be playing forehands from the backhand side by choice and by tactics, and there's one when you're kind of forced into doing it. And does it feel a bit like that to you, Tony? Yeah,
it does feel a little bit as though he's not confident on his backhand at all.
6-5.
He's having to cover so much more ground as a result.
Yeah, Jan overdoing the backhand wide of the forehand there. Even though he went right along the long diagonal of the table, it just went off the end. Short to the backhand, long to the forehand. Jan's tactics pretty clear.
He's missed that a couple of times this game.
So after every 6 points, the players are entitled to towel down, get the sweat off their hand, back, face, and so after 12 points they do it again. That keeps the game fairly fluid and continuous in between the rest of the rallies. John's in. And John is getting a lot of topspin, but Jan gets back to the table with the power. That's it, the edge. Jan's dealt with it. And he came up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It hit the edge. They got it back. And when the high one was there, John couldn't quite deal with it.
Oh, he played so well staying in that. It's one of the best rallies so far in this competition. Fantastic stuff. He got the opportunity and just forgot to hit the ball.
Disappointed, but he looks like he's having fun at this championships. It's a great combination of competitiveness and serious play and enjoyment. Great form of the game. Game for everybody, isn't it?
8-6.
And there you see he's getting pushed further and further into that backhand corner, still trying to play forehands. He does have a great forehand, no doubt about it, but it is definitely a disadvantage for him here, and the fact that he's having to cover so much of the table with it.
Yeah. I think the topspin that John's getting is making the ball bounce quite mid-table. I've got a feeling that John could go a little bit faster with the forehand, get a bit more length on it, force Jan away from the table, maybe with more consistency rather than just with outright power. Just get the length on that forehand attack.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to go for it a bit more, hasn't he? It'd be interesting to see here, Colin. Jan's 2 points ahead. He's still got that double point available. I think I'd use it on my second serve here.
Yeah.
9-6.
It'd be a killer blow now if he did.
Doesn't look as though it's entering his head.
Yeah, so there's an example of where the double point ball could be used.
Here we go.
In fact, it has crossed his mind. So 9-6. Oh, he's not gone for it.
Just a broken ball. I thought I was going to get a prediction right for once then, Colin.
Yeah, nice try, Tony. So change to another orange ball. Real crack in the last one. It means it doesn't bounce so high. And it gets worse and worse if you don't pick it up on it. So...
Yes, what was happening there, Colin, was because they changed ball, just having a little warm-up with it, just to check that one's okay.
So 9-6 now that they've warmed up with the new ball. That's a nice flip wide of Jan's forehand. Jan got back in position well, but again, just missed that backhand attack wide of John's forehand. You can't afford to miss that one, Jan. Fast forehand serve, cross court, and then went for the down the line.
Bit unlucky, wasn't it? Just caught the top of the net and missed by a very fine margin.
Yeah, lost that point by a fraction. That puts him 7-10 down and into a little bit of trouble. He hasn't got, remember, another double point ball, and it didn't win him the first game.
11-7.
That would have been a great retrieval with topspin, but
it would. Yeah, it's
just
such a difficult shot to try and hit a big forehand from back there.
Yeah, so Jan's hard, flat hits, making John go back from the table and really have to lift the ball up. That's a beautiful forehand down the line. That was a cracker.
He's a real quality player, you know, Colin.
Double point
I
ball.
do see that this chap could. I mean, if we think Mu, who got beaten by Misal, got through to the last 16 before, this is impressive. Double point ball.
So, Jan going for the kill. It's 12-7 up. This one put him on 14 and up to match point. That's a great shot as well. So what a fantastic use of the double point ball. 12-7, fantastic third ball attack. The attack immediately after the service. And so now it's match point. That's a great choice from Jan. So 12-7 to 14-7, and now a point from victory. Winner goes through. Loser plays one more game in this group, which they have to win to survive. Consistent from Jan. Again, Jan staying close to the table, looking for his opportunity, attacking hard to the forehand, mainly when he gets the chance. Doing it again, but not working that time. And so we've got forehand defence as well as backhand defence from John now. Hanging on.
Yeah, he's fighting hard, isn't he? Still in there. Long way back still. Jan taking his time here, Colin. Just wants to finish this game now.
Yeah. Loser plays the winner of Ian de Graaf and Hao Mu. So the winner is Jan, Wei Hao Jan. And that puts him through into the last 32. Very satisfied, very confident there. So John